PVR.
I'm Aureus.
I'm Tyron.
And this is
The
Rec Cast.
alright.
anyways, and this is our first episode with a guest, Benny.
Benny.
Thank you.
Hello.
Yay. No clap noises.
So, do you explain what your role is for the people who know for Vortex? For the people who don't know.
I'm Benny, and I'm the director of basically the entire project. Mainly, I'm hey, we gotta do this, we gotta situate it like this. Basically just organization of the entire project. I basically run the community, make sure the creative community's all good with the creative director that's down there. Basically just, yeah, I'm basically the owner of the project. Summarize it all up.
It's awesome.
Alright. Oh,
Anyways,
Dad.
another thing. We said it was probably going to be a while before we record again because we didn't find a right thing. We're using MeowNet right now, and yeah, it's kind of all just we're not have our room. We're not gonna have the room for a while, so
It's gonna
this
be
might
a while.
be it. for
We're gonna have
a
to
little
stick
bit.
with something like this for a good bit.
Mm-hmm.
But
Gotcha.
besides from that,
So,
it's nothing else.
I do have a question to ask Benny. So, how many people exactly do you have working on this project for Vortex?
Okay, so I don't know the exact number because I'd have to look it up. But I do know maybe not. I wouldn't say 20. I think that's a little too much. I think 15 to maybe 20, in between that range.
Like in that
with the
15-20
mix-
range?
Yeah, with the mix of devs, moderators, stuff like that. Maybe more than 20 once we get all our moderators on the team. But until then, that's basically around the amount of people we
That's
have.
actually shockingly lower than I was expecting.
Yeah, I, for some reason,
Yeah,
thought it was a bit
we
higher.
want
I think
more
like
people.
25 to 30.
We want more
Yeah.
people on our team. We want as much help as we can get. But we maybe may get a few more devs because we have a few people that we're still yet to talk to regarding developer stuff. So we may get a few more devs. Some more people are wanting to get moderator. We might get some more moderators on. I mean, the bigger workforce we have, the easier it is to do things. But management, not so much. But I mean, it does make life a lot easier for being able to figure out issues and stuff like that with more people assisting.
So would you say you're on the
So-
smaller end? Say you're on the smaller or the larger end of the size and team size wise between all
Right
the
now, it's a
private-
good medium. We may eventually reach the large point, though. We may reach the large point, though, eventually, once we gain some more people. Probably, over our time in the community. I don't know what happened there. Over our time in the
That's
community,
your water bottle. This is your water bottle. You grab mine.
No clue what just
Mine's
happened.
blue. Yours is...
oh, it, jumped through the floor or something. I don't know what happened there. Okay. But anyway, when we get more people, which will probably be, within the time frame of us, getting more out there, then probably we'll be in the larger kind of scale regarding staff.
So, actually, no. I'm not going to ask questions. I'm going to leave them to ask some more questions.
So y'all switching from 2023 to 2025, was that hard?
So, it would originally have been hard because 2025 is pretty complicated back end to write, also especially with getting everything working. We recently hired a new dev. I'm not going to mention their name because I don't know if they want to be mentioned. I don't know if they want to keep anonymous. But we got a new dev recently, and they were willing to give us a 2025 backend, a full backend, because they never used it. And we were going to pull it off of there, and then we're going to use that in our stuff. We just have to add a few features to it, and then it should be good for release. We just have not gotten the backend yet. But yeah, because it's so easy to just get the backend, now we don't have to worry about the API connections, the endpoints, everything. We don't have to worry about that. All we have to do is just worry about a few key features, like maybe an anide sheet, stuff like that. And then otherwise, that's basically it. And then we could probably get it out to the public.
That's awesome.
That's actually really cool. It's impressive they are going to 2025 build. I think it's the first one I've seen that's been a 2025
Yeah,
build.
I think we're going to be the first ones having a public 2025 build. When we
I'll
release it
be
this month.
honest, I'm surprised y'all switching didn't change the date, the release date.
No, because we just got the back end. We're going to be getting the back end, so we don't have to take the extra time to a new back end. So since we're just getting one, that saves so much time without having to work on it for another month.
Yeah, I know
So-
your devs. I saw they put in general that they said it might. They have an ETA of next week or another week in front of that. I forgot how to say that completely. It was today when we were setting all this up. They said they had an ETA of when it was able to be released.
Probably around that range. I mean, I could imagine like a week, 2 weeks. Sometime this month, we'll 100% get it out to y'all. Because we have the back end done. All we have to do is just get it, and then add on our stuff. And then after that, we're home free. So hopefully this month we can get that all out to the community. Because also, counting the previous times things existed, the server has existed since April. And ever since, it's just basically 3 months the community has been waiting for a build. So we want to be actually able to get a build out to the public very, very soon, this month at the absolute latest. We have to release it in August. School starts, stuff like that happens, so it'd be difficult for engagement and stuff like that for people to notice the game and get in there. So we just want to get it out during July, during the summer, so then we can just get it out to the community quicker and easier. So
okay, I think a lot of the people, a lot of our viewers here don't exactly know how a private server would work, like the basics of it. So could you go over the basics of how a private server actually works? How you would get the game onto the private server?
Okay, so the private server, by the way, I'm not a dev, I'm not a developer, but what I can say to you is I can give you a few info on like how we can keep it secure from random people not entering. So, from Steam, there you have a unique Steam ID going on with your account. When you enter the game, it listens to your Steam ID. Because whenever you boot up Rec Room or anything like that, it goes to your Steam ID and is like, okay, this game is playing for this person. And then it displays it to the friends, everything like that, who's playing it. And we're able to get certain Steam IDs to be allowed through the game. That kind of thing is mainly like what we use for beta testing and everything like that. So people who found the build would, not be able to instantly have access to it. They would have to get verified through Steam ID first before entering the game. On other terms, regarding public build, I don't know if I can explain that correctly. If only one of my devs were here. But connecting that over a private server, I don't necessarily know how that works because I'm not big with that kind of stuff, with back-end stuff like that. I know how C# works, but I don't know how to do it. So it's harder to explain when I don't know how to do it. But yeah,
so it's more of a dev question.
Yeah, it's more of a dev question. If anybody has like a question regarding that, just ask one of the devs on the server, and I'm sure they'll be able to give you a clear answer.
Okay. All right.
So
Seasonal items, like let's say like Halloween items. Are y'all gonna try to do like events like that, or are you just gonna give them to be able to buy with tokens?
I want Spooktober to exist.
Yeah.
Rectober. I want that to exist. I want any kind of like seasonal event to exist. I forget. Do any of you know when the Winter Wonderland came out?
I don't know the exact date. I don't know.
2023 maybe?
You could probably look it up and find it.
Because I think someone I know has the Winter Wonderland Rec Center.
Ooh.
We may be able to use the Winter Wonderland Rec Center. I think someone may have the Rectober Rec Center as well. But if we can get those, we can do seasonal events like that. If the avatar items are from that year of our build, which is going to be July 2025, then they'll be obtainable. And we can make some way of them being obtainable. From there being certain like challenges you have to do to anything like that. At that matter, Winter Wonderland, if we can get that working, I don't necessarily know if that was December of 2025 or not. It may have been 2024. I don't know though. Do you have a first year? Did you find it?
I just checked it. It's December 7th, 2021. It's actually way farther back than we thought.
Really?
Oh, okay, well then that could definitely work, yeah. But like also, I'm really also meaning like the newer version of the Winter Wonderland room,
Yeah.
because
That's
the
just
Winter
when it came
Wonderland
out.
room, yeah, definitely. But yeah, newer is kind of better, so I mean if we can get the newest one, that'd be cool. But like, I mean,
Definitely.
even one downgrade, that'd be good. But yeah, seasonal events could definitely see that happening if we put the effort into that. And that could definitely be something with the community team or something like that, with that matter.
Okay,
So-
so are you talking, because when it originally dropped, Winter Wonderland, it was the rec center changed and paintball and stuff. But like, about the event for Rec Room, it's December 1st, 2025, is when the event happened.
December 1st, 2025?
December 1st, 2025.
Now
That's
that,
what
I don't
this
know
is
if it would be
telling me.
compatible. I don't know if that would be compatible then, because that is, we're in July 2025. I don't know if we can backport it. I don't know if we can backport it over. If we can, you'll hear about it. But for now, I don't know if we can, because that's a more save. That's not really registered in our version. If we can, if there's like CB2 in there that's new, or like any other kind of like functionality in there that's new, and we can maybe edit it and update it for the older version and get that ported, maybe that'd be good. But I don't know about that though.
Anyone else have a question? I already I asked my question. That was
okay.
my question.
Okay, so yeah, I do have a question. So do you actually make money from the servers or anything? Any of this? Do you make
So-
money at all?
So this project is a passion project. We
Okay.
do not strive to make money from this. We do not strive for that. The previous leadership wanted it to be a business. I did not agree with that at all. Also, high-end copyright infringement. For anybody that wants to make money off of a game they don't own. It's just, it's
That's
something,
what I was gonna add.
it's something that's not worth it, because then if you get caught doing that, and then you're making money in your pocket from a game that you don't own, you're going to get sent to court.
Yeah.
Even if Rec Room
but-
filed for bankruptcy, they're still going to find you and they'll send you to court if they find you using their assets.
Yeah, because
for
I
money.
recently found out that even though Rec Room being shut down, if you make money off of these copies, like, you can't buy in-game tokens. If you were to, they still shut you down.
Yeah.
So even though you don't make any money, like, you know, maintaining actual servers still costs money. So do you guys
Yeah.
have like a donation page or anything?
We will most likely do that. I don't really know if we're gonna have to pay constant server prices, because actually one of my lead devs, actually partnered up with, the business that he works with, named Equinix, and actually got dedicated servers
Ooh.
at their business for, the game to run on. I don't know if, because he said they did cost money, but he doesn't know if it's going to be a constant monthly payment. I don't know. So if that does turn into something, most likely we'll have a donation page, and all those proceeds will go directly to the server, not to the staff, not to anybody. Anybody that we hire will not be making any money from this. They know, when they come on, that this is just pure out of enjoyment for the community and not necessarily for anything going in your pocket. We don't encourage that or anything like that on this project,
Yeah.
because we don't want people to be money hungry either. And also, involving money, if you ever heard of the Partnered Creator Program, or anything having to do with creator worth stuff of you earning money, we are not paying creators money either. We are not doing any of that. That is only going to be solely from engagement and stuff like that from the Partner Creator Program, from what I'm seeing, because doing it from the money standpoint, make people make slop rooms, to farm engagement to make infinite money, and that's what a lot of people did in actual Rec Room previously. Was they abused the system. I know if you know anybody named HKR, had like over 1 million subscribers on Rec Room through just their Rec Room account alone. They at least racked in a doctor's salary a year from the partner creator program.
Oh my
About
god.
200 grand.
100 grand.
Wow.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's insane.
So-
I was thinking that because like Aurea said, the laws surrounding the prohibited use of Rec Room's assets for money actually might turn out to be a good thing in the end goal, because that's ultimately what I personally think killed Rec Room. They got way too money hungry, and that sort of drove the actual fan base away, and they couldn't like have money to keep up with their servers, and that's why they shut down.
Mhm.
I also
Yeah.
feel like a part of AI kind of did
That
numbers.
That too.
very expensive.
Laying off a lot of their
Yeah.
workforce was
Super
definitely a big
expensive.
mistake.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were doing that because they were losing money and they couldn't afford to pay people anymore. But they got rid of really good employees, like
Mhm.
key elements of Rec Room people. They fired and got rid of. It's unfortunate how it took that toll. It's just because they wanted to be like everybody else. They wanted to be like VR chat. They wanted to be like any other social platform, and because of that, they took that route thinking that they'd fit in, but they didn't, because not everybody, just because they have AI or have these certain features, means that they'll go back on top. It doesn't necessarily mean any of that.
Yeah.
AI was a huge mistake. Maker AI was making me sick. Maker AI,
Oh
for
my.
anybody that was wanting to create, if they did release that to the full public and had people use that Maker AI for rooms, I'd never know who actually made the room anymore. I would think AI just made it,
Mhm.
or
I never
anything
even
like
got
that.
to play with Maker AI.
It's sort of like how AI is affecting video content right now, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, same
But
thing.
I wouldn't
Yeah,
want to drone on the Rec Room downfall topic too much, because we already have like 1 or 2 whole videos on
We
that
do. There are
already.
two videos.
yeah, it's unfortunate, and I mean, Rec Room they just need to think about what they were doing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sad, honestly.
Anyway,
Do you have any other questions?
Uh,
Have any
so-
questions?
I see like a lot of other revivals. Will like leveling up and getting tokens be easier or harder, or will it just not be changed?
Leveling up, XP. You gain XP in rooms, Rec Room Originals. You should be able to level up like normal. What was the other thing you mentioned? Tokens? Tokens. We should hopefully find ways for people to do that. One of my people on my management team actually suggested that we find easier ways for like the first few months of release for people to earn tokens better, so they can get the outfit items they want, so there's not a bunch of noob avatars in the rec center with nothing, because it takes forever for people to get stuff. I just want to make sure that people do get that kind of stuff. I might make sure when the game releases that we get everybody that goes in may get a certain amount of tokens when they log in, because at 3 months of having to wait, we can give them a certain amount of tokens and they can use that when they first launch. And from there you'd earn tokens from Rec Room Originals, basically any other way that you would get them. But yeah, it's not guaranteed that we will do that, like send tokens out to everyone on the release, but we will definitely find some way to make tokens easier to obtain than Rec Room did. And maybe any other Rec Room revival.
Now, I will say, Rec Room is the only example I've seen of a community that was they were very dedicated to their game, that they actually went through the effort to create backed up server copies of the game itself and try to revive the community and keep it going. But do you think that will actually inspire other gaming communities to do the same if one of their games ever shuts down?
like any like other games wanting to do revivals like this, like any other like game revivals, like not even just Rec Room, but like any other games that go away. Okay, possibly, because I could see like one revival, not specifically mine, but like any other specific revival, maybe getting the majority of the Rec Room play base, and then after that happens, everybody will merge into that one. And then after that, that will basically become the new Rec Room community. And then after that, once it eventually dies out, that people just are tired of the game, then that will die out. But maybe people that maybe make other games would notice that and then be like, hey, these people have a lot of commitment to reviving this game that a lot of players enjoyed. Maybe we should do this as well. I mean, it's cool to revive games that shut down, even though there's like a huge player base that still likes it. I encourage people to do that, for anybody that, you know, likes certain games that wants to keep them going for the community. I support you guys all the way. But yeah, definitely stuff like this can probably encourage people to maybe do that, potentially.
It definitely will become an inspiration sooner or later.
Oh,
Yeah, definitely.
How do you feel about like all these other communities, how it's kind of splitting up the Rec Room community?
I hate it. I wish everybody can just be one. I truly do. There's a lot of disagreements though between a lot of different revivals, and I mean that's basically their own communities. Because I think if they were to coexist, I think if it were to coexist, it would be confusing, and also like people would not really like agree with everybody because each people wants to manage their own thing differently. Like Radium wants to manage their own thing differently, Vanilla wants to manage their own thing differently, Rec Play wants to manage their own thing differently. Like, I mean, like, any Rec Room Revival wants to manage it differently. And, honestly, like, they hire who they want. They hire who they think would work the best. They do what they want to do with their community. I mean, I like that these people have different opinions, on how they should run stuff, because each one is special in their own way on how they want to do stuff. But I mean, just all of them merging, it would probably, like, with everybody merged, it would make over a 200,000 user community, because so many people support Rec Room Revivals to the point where it basically have as much to even more as the actual Rec Room Discord server. So, yeah, too bad that can't happen. And, like, I mean, some people also in the Revival communities have a questionable reputation to the point where you don't even want to work with the people anyway that have a high population, so it's confusing. But yeah, basically me at Vortex Rec, I don't care about the huge popularity. I just want to have a good community. That's all I want. And especially like to have a newer version of Rec Room to use as a revival example. A lot of people most likely feel like this is still the game. Like, Rec Room has not shut down yet. Because the newer it gets, the more like it feels like actual Rec Room. Because going back in the past too much makes you feel a little weird, because it's like, oh, I had the newer watch menu. Now I don't. Now I have this purplish menu for the Maker Pen. Or I have this like blocky menu for my watch. Like, once you get used to it for like newer versions, a lot of people want to stay within that version. So, I mean, just in general, I just think this version will be great for people, but we don't want to be like, hey, everybody come here, we're better than everyone else. I don't want to say that, because everybody is unique. But if they choose to come here, that's great. We appreciate it. But we're not like spamming people to get into our server and pressuring other people or making fun of other revivals. We truly do not like that.
Now, I will say that I do personally think that I think that not in terms of the community, but in terms of the servers, there should still be different servers. I don't like the fact that I don't like the thought of all of them going into one big server, because that would be, without it becoming a company or a business, would be impossible to manage.
Yeah, it would be crazy, yeah. That's when you
there's,
would need a huge staff team.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and there's also the fact of that the Rec Room community is still very split on their preferences of what they thought the best era of Rec Room is. So you'd have some older servers that are for the more like old heads or the people who like the older version of Rec Room, and you'll have servers like yours who are in like 2025, 2023, 2022, stuff like that.
Yeah, definitely. There are different preferences on what people prefer, because obviously a lot of people are like, I didn't really like the newer version because it reminded me of slop. Or like anybody that's like, oh, I don't really like the older version because it has less capabilities. Like, I mean, there's so many different opinions. Like, I personally like the newer version because it has more capabilities. It has more features. It has more stuff. Having a version that's a little bit less efficient in stuff is a little bit of a concern for me. That's why like 2021 and stuff like that. 2021's not really my favorite. 2019 is not really my favorite. I'm not saying it's bad and that you shouldn't use it, but
It's just not your cup of tea.
It's just not my cup of tea. I don't like the format of it. It's just my opinion. I'm not criticizing it, saying like, hey, don't do this. This is garbage. Like, it's just, you know, it's questionable, especially when you've been playing the game like up to the shutdown and you're more used to the newer features. It's a little bit different. A little odd.
Yeah.
The only thing I really did not like about the newer version was like the AI stuff and whatnot, and more of like
Sorry, I didn't mean to do
the microtransactions. But with the private servers, you don't have any of that because AI would be impossible to manage for a passion project, and you can't have microtransactions because of the legal barrier.
Yeah, we are not going to be using AI in our build at all. We are not using Rumi. Rumi is gone. We are not using Rumi. We are not using any sort of AI in our thing because that is expensive as well to use AI in a public game, because you're having to connect that up to a server, and then you're paying that daily for that to connect to everybody's game. Because if you're giving each and everybody a Rumi, that is a lot of money.
That is.
But yeah, AI, we don't even want to think about because AI is one of the, I mean, AI's nice. It's cool. I mean, it's a nice technical advancement. But the fact of using it in like other forms is questionable.
Yeah.
I hate a lot of it, but like some of it could be useful if you use it correctly.
It's all about the use case when you're talking about AI. It's all about the case. It had no place in Rec Room.
About the it's like your cup of tea of which version you want to play. A couple days ago, there's a build called Yanvar, which is a 2027. I mean, not 2027. What the world?
Impossible.
Like 2016.
like 2017 build.
2016.
Yanvar.
I like those versions of Rec Room for like play stuff, like playing stuff. Anything from like 2020 and earlier, I like just using just the play Rec Room originals, the nostalgic feel for it. 2016, 2017, those are extremely nostalgic years. I like what Radiant is doing and implementing an online version of the 2016 version. I like what they're doing.
10 more years.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, and I like anybody that's doing 2016 versions for anything. Because those are really cool versions just for playing through. I like seeing it as like a side server to the main thing. Like if me at Vortex was going to do a 2016 thing, what we do is we release the 2025, and then on the side, on the same server but still there, we would have a 2016 build. But that would not be emphasized.
It's a side dish.
Yes, it is a side dish. Yeah. We basically have the main part as a 2025 for like creating community updates, everything like that. But 2016 would be more just for playability, nostalgia, stuff like that. I don't know if we would do that, but I mean, it's a cool idea. But yeah, in the future, that's something to think about.
Yeah. So, what would you say is your favorite part about this project that you're doing? Like your favorite part?
The favorite part about this project is the community. Having a community that is as much as a fan of the game as you, it makes you really fit in with everybody. And especially like that everybody is so really likes the game so much to the point where they want to continue playing it in a revival project is really showing their commitment for the game, and the fact that they want to be a part of the community is as well from here. And also in general, the staff team that I'm working with, the creative team, is awesome. The people that are in there is cool. The community team's cool. The dev team's cool. Like, I mean, to work with them is awesome to me. And to have a good environment, a great community to be with, it's a really nice experience, mainly.
So I have one question. It goes a little bit, and then we're gonna leave off a big part. So, one thing that I know was significant about Vortex or Deluxe or whatever, right? It was y'all had multiple servers across the world, and y'all's like main guy did that. But since y'all don't have them anymore, what are y'all doing with those? What are y'all's servers now? Like,
I think
happened
we
to that?
have. I think we have one server for Equinix. I think we have one in the U.S. and one in Europe. I'd have to check with. I'd have to check with my developer. I'm not 100% sure about that. But I do know that we may have multiple locations for our thing, to where we get more ping in certain spots than other spots.
Okay.
So I don't know, to be real, but.
So do you actually know anybody from any of the like other Rec Room private servers? Have you met any of them?
I know Liam from Rec Place. He's a cool guy. He's good. I know some people that used to be on the staff team before we rebranded to Vortex Rec. Vang, someone named Static, other people like that used to be on the staff team. I talked to a little bit. They're cool people. I recently got someone on the dev team actually from Rec Room Legacy. He's a really cool guy.
Ooh.
Noel Mason, if any of you
Legacy's
know who Mason is, Mason's a cool guy. But yeah, and basically my creative team, Zach, Org, like Crete, they're awesome people. And like the community team, someone named Lax, and a whole bunch of other people, really cool people. Just basically my staff team is really cool. Some of the people at Rec Place are interesting people. Some people at whatever you call, I know someone from Vanadium, Logan, Creative Logan, he's a cool guy. Like, I mean, I know a decent amount of people from other revivals that maybe have also moved over to our dev team as well, for things like that. So it's pretty cool to work with those people. And also in general, just talking with other people and being on good terms with other revivals is nice.
It's always
because-
best to be on good terms and at least know
Yeah.
the people who are working on other projects similar to yours, or who are actually
Yeah.
working with you, moreover.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because they have the same interests as me, and we can, get along a little bit better. So,
Yeah, because when you really think about it, even if you're working on two separate private servers, like two people working on different Rec Room Revival projects, you're all still working in the same general community
Yeah.
to like bring Rec Room sort of back up from the grave.
yeah, definitely, yeah. It's just like, it's nice to keep this game going because this was such a nostalgic and fun game for the community. I think one of the best social VR experiences, if not one of the most social games in general in like the entire world, in my opinion. I just think this is really nice. I really love the community. The creative community that they had here was great. The community they had in general here was great. The only thing I was just concerning was just the staff sometimes, and how they'd respond to community stuff. A little questionable, but otherwise, the community was great. The creative community was great. Some of the staff members, like Atlas, he's awesome. OnDog, he's cool. Eden the Apple, she's good as well. Just there is a lot of cool people on the staff team that are really nice as well, and I truly hope they continue on with great things. Star Centennion, Snox, a whole bunch of people. Some people that are on the community, like the creative community team, like making cool stuff for Rec Room. Support those people away. Marisa, give it your Rec Room best.
Mm-hmm.
Like awesome people. Harry Manlegs, cool.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, some people just on that team were really the indeed faces of Rec Room, and I just hope, because I believe Marisa is actually working with another team, like another creative community, that basically has the same kind of Rec Room Studio features, I think, like in their engine as Rec Room. So
Yeah.
I think it's like basically like the same kind of thing. I think it's called like Neo or something. I have to remember that. But it's something that she's doing that I was really cool. I poured all the way on that. But yeah, definitely. All the devs, really cool people. And I just wish the best for them. Coming future.
Yeah, I would also say, like, I fully support trying to keep this game alive, because, all my friendships that you see right here, both my friends right here, I know him in real life. Our friendship basically started on this game. That's basically
Definitely.
it started. That's how we kept it going.
It built our friendship.
It definitely did.
Yeah, so many friendships were made in Rec Room
Same
and
with me and
actually
Tyron.
brought into real life. It's unbelievable. Because really a lot of stuff from this game really brought people together and was like, hey, what if I actually meet you? You know?
Yeah.
And like,
Yeah.
and you're actually able to meet the people that you met in game IRL. It's really cool. To like
Oh,
know,
yeah.
like, oh my gosh, I first shook his hand in a virtual game. Now I'm meeting up with him
Yeah, that's crazy.
in a. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's definitely. I would be lying though if I said the community, and this goes with like everything that ever was. The community's a double-edged sword. It always is.
Mm-hmm.
There's a
100%.
big definite two sides to every community ever made.
They're always going
Yeah.
to be, though.
This stays true with Rec Room.
Yeah, revival community-wise, old Rec Room, new Rec Room. Because a lot of people prefer the nostalgic version of Rec Room just to chill in there. And then other people prefer newer versions. Like, I mean, we can never get both sides to agree. Unless the
You
only reason why
But
is if you can get an older version and a newer version in the same brand. That's the only reason why I could see it being a joined community. But
I think
it's...
I would rather keep it that way, because in a way you are a joint community. You both love this game. You just love different versions of it. And as long as those two communities aren't just hating on each other en masse, then you're fine.
Yeah, definitely.
So, since back on the topic of Vortex, will y'all have like an anti-cheat system, kinda?
Yeah, I got people on the dev team that should be working on an anti-cheat, and one that's actually in the process of being hired potentially for anti-cheat stuff. We will get them to try to see if we can make an anti-cheat as soon as we get the back end, so then we can just prevent hackers and stuff like that from being in the game using stuff like the HTTP bugger, Extreme Injector for DLL files. We want to make sure all that is cut out because there's stuff like that Mocha that exists. Hacker menu for Rec Room and like newer Rec Room. There was like so many sources, and we want to make sure those get blocked from our game because we just want a happy community. For anybody that also, quick message to anybody who hacks, you are not special. Okay, you are not special. You do not. People do not care. People do not give you attention. Okay. Most hackers are attention seekers.
Oh, yeah.
They just want attention. So and also to anybody that experiences a hacker, don't give them attention. Just quietly report them to a staff member. Because if you give them attention, that will give them the guidance to keep on hacking. Because that makes
gives them
feel
encouragement. You don't want to
Yeah.
encourage bums.
Cool. All right. Yeah, because there's so many people that's like, oh my god, he's flying! Oh my god, he's pulling out his finger pen in the rec center! Like, I see people all the time that do that. That like, that see like, oh my god, he just spawned the vampire in the rec center. Like all the time, I see people just pointing out things, and I'm like, why are you talking about it? Just report the person. Like it's like one of those people at a high school. Like when someone fights, they pull out their phone and start recording. It's like one of those people that don't report it to an administrator and just record it because it's funny
Yeah.
And it just makes it worse.
and just let them
It
get away
does
with
make
it.
it worse, yeah.
Yeah.
That's
definitely
exactly what it is.
worse.
So it's, yeah. I don't encourage it.
Um,
To anybody that hacks, don't do it because you're just making communities worse.
Oh yeah.
I'm just going to say that.
Yeah. I meant to ask this question like a while ago,
Yeah.
like maybe about 30 minutes ago. But what will you have about will you have anything about importing rooms, like say what Radium has, where you can self-import?
So about importing rooms, RecNet is dead. So importing rooms through RecNet does not exist.
Yeah.
When getting rooms though, it's potential that we can get the rooms ported if we have the data blob for it, and it fits within the version from July. I don't exactly know the exact day of July, but July 2025 or earlier. If it fits within that save, and you have the data blob for it or the room file, then we could potentially port it in for you.
Okay.
We can't really get it from RecNet because that's questionable because of a few things. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
You won't. So what you're saying is sort of you won't be able to you're not really too keen on self-importing, but you will have like
No.
an importing service where you can ask
we will
people,
have
like, maybe a
something
dev or
where like
something.
if you contact a dev or something and ask like, hey, could I get this imported? Or if you thought of a form or something and like put the file in there and be like, hey, can you import this room? We may have like maybe like a form or something like that like is like, hey, put your file here and we'll look it over and we'll see if we're able to port it. If we can port it, then we can do that. It's just
But
not
that's not
guaranteed.
really. That's not really going to come until like the 2025 version is released.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sort of like that.
Yes. Yeah, we're not going to
Yeah.
worry about anything like that until we actually release the back end because the community's been waiting long enough for the game. If we could just release the game and let people play, that's the most of what everyone wants.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
don't worry about importing until that game is out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
after we release, then we'll add all the extra stuff from like, working on stuff with the creative community and general community stuff, stuff like that. That's when we're going to really focus on that is after we actually release the build. What are y'all doing the sign language over there for?
40. He was asking what
I'm
time it
checking-
was. 42.
No,
No,
I'm-
42.
42 minutes?
Oh, wow.
All right, got it.
Yeah, I know. Went by very fast.
Usually these last an hour.
So we got.
Around that's our goal at least.
Yeah,
our
we
goal's an
can
hour
go
an
to 50.
episode.
Yeah,
But,
that's
like-
fine.
There's ones like
However you
we did a
feel.
rambling episode. That one was
Oh.
awful. That one, I gotta
Where
be
did
honest,
he
that one
go?
sucked.
Oh,
Where'd he
there
go?
he is.
All right. Oh man. Okay.
So, on like that RecNet is dead topic, I would say something. Though even using like the Wayback Machine, that doesn't work. It's almost as like RecNet.
The
like,
CDN is
right as
gone.
it's gone.
The CDN is banished. You can't find the CDN at all for like any of the
It
rooms
is
or
lost
anything.
media at this point.
It's impossible.
basically, yeah.
Yeah.
lost media.
Yeah, it is lost media.
So it's like going to RecNet. Like they just admit the websites just no post profiles, everything that was.
All the data there's just
player
gone. There's still the
data.
website.
Yeah,
Mhm.
the website there.
The website's still there. It's just a
The
barren
website's
wasteland.
there,
There's nothing.
but it's just an orange screen
Yeah,
that's
But
like.
like you said, that is
Record.com is still up.
Record.com is still up.
I think
surprisingly.
that's up for just memory and nostalgia. I don't think that site's ever gonna go down. I think they're also keeping that up for copyright purposes, so people don't try to steal the URL
Yeah, probably.
for Record.com.
That would make sense.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
makes
would.
sense.
Yeah.
So how did you actually start out? Like, how did Vortex start out?
Okay, so to
I
be
actually
real
have
with
no
you,
idea.
in the previous days of the before the rebrand, Mirror Name Deluxe, I was not in leadership at the time. It was someone named Lux and some other people. If any of you saw the documentary over
Yeah,
that,
I
or heard
watched
about
it.
the drama.
I watched
having
it.
to
I
do
haven't heard
that.
about it at all, actually.
That is why I don't talk to that person anymore.
Yeah, pretty fair. I wouldn't
I'll
either.
watch it and I'll.
Pretty fair. I wouldn't
I'll
either.
watch it. I'll make
He's
sure. I
a
haven't
horrible
watched it.
person, disgusting. I don't talk to that guy anymore. But I was a community administrator at the time. So I was at a pretty high staff status there. So really, since I was a community administrator, I was basically second in line to being the director whenever he stepped down.
Yeah.
So you were the
unless any
vice
of the
president
co-owners-
essentially, and you
Um,
got
unless any of the co-owners decided to step down or like continue to do it, they would take control before me. But after that, after like the server being actually investigated by the investigation team that was looking over like Lux's stuff, they eventually gave me ownership. And then after that, I really just got a new staff team. I got a bunch of new people.
you
And then
wanted
after
a
that,
complete rebrand.
yeah, we rebranded because the name in itself, we didn't want a name from someone that obviously did those horrible acts. We don't
Oh,
want
yeah,
to name
yeah.
ourselves
Yeah,
after
very
that
bad.
because he was named after that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, you know, Deluxe, Lux,
Lux,
he was
yeah,
the
yeah.
end point of the name. So we didn't want a name like that. So after a long time of thinking, I thought Vortex really fit. I thought that was a unique name. So we just did
Yeah.
Vortex. And after that, we made a logo for it. And then after that, we fully queued in the rebrand. And then after that, we changed all the roles, everything with the channels. There's not one word of Deluxe in that server anymore, having to do with the wording or anything like that.
Awesome.
It's completely
That's good.
glazed.
Nice.
So we can
So
actually
you-
start fresh, continue on from what we wanted to do, and actually a good community, not a disgusting community.
So essentially,
y'all-
Lux
did y'all
did
work with
something
X
pretty bad.
Communications?
You lagged out. I'm sorry. What did you say?
Did y'all
Okay,
work
him
with
or
X
me?
Communications? But it's
No,
the
I don't-
Discord server.
I don't work there. The people that were investigating were.
Oh.
Oh, so they were with
Yeah.
X Communications, and you gave them right of way to investigate.
Yes. Yeah.
The previous co-owner actually gave them owner access. I didn't have the owner role before they actually started investigating. It was someone else that passed it over to them and had them investigate the server, just to make sure it was all in the clear. And then after that, those people passed ownership to me because the other co-owner did not want any association with the project anymore. So I just took it over because there was over 10,000 people in that server. There is no way I am dropping that and just being like, hey, sorry, we're archiving this server, go find something else. They went to that server for a reason because they wanted it. So I want to make sure they actually get a build. I don't want to archive the server. I don't want to do anything with
Yeah.
it. 10,000 people, I want to make sure they get what they deserve. I don't
Oh,
want
yeah.
anybody to be missed out on any of that.
Definitely.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, definitely.
So, like you said, the Rec Room private. What is in my water bottle? Oh. The Rec Room
Okay,
private
okay.
servers will eventually shut down along with Vortex. Do you have a plan of what you think you'll do after it shuts down?
What do you mean private servers will shut down? You mean actual Rec Room?
Like, sort of, okay, they won't, like you said, everything will come to an end at some point. At some point in time, most of the private servers, if not all of them, will slowly start to shut down and people will just
Oh.
get tired of the game.
Okay. Yeah. Honestly, we want to make sure we stand out and continue to have a professional community. We are actually really professional with how we handle things. I want to make sure that we are professional, and that we handle things professionally, from our dev team to our community team, our creative team. We just in general want to make sure that the team we have is professional and that we run things correctly. And we actually listen to the community first before we make changes to anything.
Yeah.
Because we want to do also what Rec Room didn't do, and really focus on what the community wants instead of thinking, what do I want? Instead of
Yeah.
being selfish, think about what the community may want. And because that will keep your community, is giving something that the community really wants. And from there, that will really show how much positivity and encouragement you have for the community. So that's really what would make us stand out. If anybody else tries to shut down or anything like that, we just want to make sure we stay alive. No matter what, we can't go bankrupt unless we have to keep on paying for the service. We don't get any donations. That's the only way we would hypothetically go bankrupt. But having a good community that is in those servers, that will encourage our lead developer to keep on paying for the servers. So,
Yeah.
because without a good community, there's no reason to keep the servers up. It's as simple as that.
So about
I
y'all
definitely-
being professional, I want you to tell the listeners about what you told us last night about why like the release date is this month, because I thought that was like a really smart idea.
Oh yeah, so I think I also said this earlier. I don't know if I did. But
You did.
Not
You,
the,
you mentioned it earlier.
yeah,
you
but the
mentioned
whatever you call we want to release it this month because this is summertime. I don't know if this works the same way for Europe people or anybody in Australia or like
Europe
any country.
servers.
I don't know if that works for those people. Like how school is, what months it is, because seasons are different because of the temperature
Time
changes
zones are
and
completely
differences
different.
and time
yeah.
zones. So we want to just mainly focus on July as a release because if we release it in August, school starts and the engagement of our game will be plummeted. We will not really have any popularity at all regarding new joiners as much because people are going to be focusing on school, people are going to be focusing in like universities, maybe people will go back to their jobs. It's just like it's something that we have to keep in mind. So then if we get it out beforehand, people will know about the game. And so whenever they're done with whatever they're doing, then after that, they can just come back to this game whenever they're out of school for the day or out of their job for the day. Because if we don't tell them beforehand, they may never see it because they're too busy to see it.
Yeah.
So
Also,
that's just
speaking
one of our
on
big concerns.
jobs. Speaking on jobs, since this is not actually a business that you're running, you're
Mhm.
still like your developers and stuff also have jobs. I will say, I would guess another reason for someone to work there, along with the passion stuff, is that if you would work on a project like you were working on and you put that on your resume, that could be a really, really good pointer if you're getting into like any tech job
Oh yeah.
or like a
Yeah.
server working job or
Oh,
a development team.
Definitely,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
I could see that for a mile, yeah.
I never-
Like saying like, hey, I had tens of thousands of people in the server and I actually managed it with a team
And
and I actually
maintained
worked
it.
with a team. Yeah, I could definitely see that. And to anybody that's doing that right now, that can also be a good influence on you too. For anybody that's doing a Rec Revival project. But yeah, and also to anybody that is doing a Rec Revival project, good for you that you want to put in the time and effort to work with a team to keep Record going. We appreciate you. Definitely. I don't believe in competition. A lot of people do though. But I don't want to compete with other revivals. I want to make sure that we're all even with connections to everything.
Competition will be inevitable, but it is in
Yeah.
your focus to keep it as low as possible.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I want to make sure that we have good connections with people and we aren't like, hey, you suck. Don't go to this revival.
Yeah.
Don't do this.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to encourage that or do that.
We encourage
gonna ruin
all revivals.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
We encourage all revivals.
Beautiful.
Unless you have a different opinion about it, which everybody has opinions.
Yeah.
on what they
Everybody has
think is
different
best.
opinions. If you want to set down the time and effort from your day, from your life, to really put your mind to something and dedicate your time to it, good on you. Don't be ashamed of that.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh yeah. Okay.
What's our time at?
53.
53
Oh.
minutes?
Yes.
One of the things that we do, if we do end up making it close to an hour, around this time is when that would be just dropped, I guess, and we can talk about
Yeah, the topics
Anything.
usually dropped, and we actually just talk about other stuff
Anything.
other than the actual topic.
If you have
so if
anything
you
to
want to
talk
talk
about.
on
Keep
anything
going.
else,
if we
you can
still
keep
had on
going,
the
or if
topic,
you
then
want to
yeah.
talk on anything else, that's fine with us.
Yeah, definitely. I'm fine with that
Oh my
because
goodness.
I'm not really doing anything until I update my thing on Discord to I'm available, and then people will spam me.
Yeah.
So until
They'll
then,
swarm to you.
I'm
It's
open
like moths
and
to a
good.
flame.
Yeah. It sounds like it.
So I want to add in something because I didn't want to feel too like about it. Because earlier, Benny, while you were talking, this was a while ago. Me and Tyron started laughing. That was because one of the groups, me, him, and a couple other people were in, we
Oh
had a
my
poll
God.
that closed, and it gave us both a notification that said, poll is Hazmat Pete stinky, has closed, the winner is yes.
Yeah, it was in
Yeah,
the middle of
that's
the
a whole
episode.
inside joke within the friend group that I stink.
Yeah, it was. I
The
really
whole
had
joke.
to. I really had to hold it in. I was failing though. I can't lie.
The gag's been running for about, I'd say, a year or two
Oh,
now.
Yeah. Of course, it's just a joke. It's not actually.
Yeah.
It's just
I
a
hope.
joke. It doesn't really apply to
I hope.
I
reality.
mean,
or
in all
anything.
the episodes we were
I
spraying
don't
him
have a
with
green
deodorant.
cloud coming from me in real life.
Flies
Fortunately.
are not flying around you, man. You did.
Like,
No, that was
it
true.
gets really funny sometimes.
Oh, you know,
because
like that.
they'll call me right as I get out of the shower, and usually when it's Tyron or him, they'll just say fake showers don't count.
Oh my God. Yeah, that was.
You know, like that aura stuff they added.
Oh
onto,
my
like,
God.
Rec and
Oh my
stuff.
I was just
God.
thinking of
With,
that.
Holy
like,
cow. I
with,
don't-
like,
I
there was
didn't
like
pay for it
actually
with
a
the aura.
green cloud
Yes,
with
there
flies
was.
around it aura. That was like, oh my God, I get this stinky aura. Oh yeah,
So
you know?
bad.
That's
I
great.
got
Yeah, no,
the
for-
have not cleaned myself in like 5 months aura.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, I will say one of the funnest episodes we've ever did, and
I think I know what you're saying.
is probably it was gonna be the Jeopardy one, because that was also on like a Halloween one too.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah, we do game
That was a Halloween
episodes,
one.
by the way.
He
Ben.
went,
We still game.
I went as MF Doom. I had a
Yeah.
whole MF Doom outfit. And he went as Arthur Ford from Bone Lab, and he went as Zombie John Marston from Undead Nightmare.
yeah.
And we
Oh my
had this
gosh.
really funny skit. It is
Oh my! I think it's
up
my
there
favorite
with our
skit.
best skits.
It's one of the
my
best
favorite
ones.
skit.
Speaking of skits, we spend 8 hours on a minute and what, 6 seconds?
Yeah, it was
skit?
really bad. It was awful.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
But holy cow, it is always so funny when we do this. Another one of the ones up there is when we did a TV show one. You know the shipyard scene from Dexter?
If you know, yeah.
Yeah, we did that.
Yeah.
I was Dokes. He was the security guard that
Oh
came
my
out
gosh.
at the end of the conversation. He was
Yeah, it was
Dexter.
good. It was
Ow!
fun. Oh,
God.
I'll send you the link to movies and TVs. Are you okay? Oh my God, me and Oris were rewatching an episode, and
We're
I think it was
wrapping
the.
Yeah, no.
Christmas one. It was the Christmas
You
one.
sound like
One-
someone that like
Which
just
is not
got
funny,
kicked in like the middle spot, like the
Oh,
middle
yeah.
area.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
not gonna
yeah.
say it, but
But it was an episode, and Pete just started coughing, and he coughed for like 2 or 3
It
minutes
was
straight.
never, ever.
I was coughing so badly.
I know. We thought he was joking
We
at
had
first.
to we had to pause the podcast and
No,
because
okay,
how
the thing
bad it
was, I was joking at first, and then it kind of escalated into a real cough, but I couldn't stop.
Oh my God.
Hey, what are we at right now? Because I actually got to go soon.
57.
that's crazy.
57 minutes. All right, so do you want to close it off right here? Because I got to go. Like, pretty soon.
I mean, I don't mind
do
to
you have
close
any
them.
other questions?
If anyone has any other
You have to
questions,
say
Have any
for
more
the
questions?
community?
I mean, I'll say this. My community at Vortex, we strive to actually making a nice community for everybody. We care about the community. We want the best for the community. This counts for the creative community, and also the community in general. We just wish the best for everybody. Let me just say a few things that we actually are going to have. I'm hoping to have a video partner program. So anybody that wants to do video content or anything like that for us and actually get a verified check mark in game and actually get their own code, like how actual video partners had, we might have forms for that in the future where you'll be able to sign up,
Oh,
do that.
that's awesome.
Mhm.
But again, that's also voluntary, so keep that in mind. We're gonna have all the maybe hopefully creator stuff that I hope to run. I'm gonna talk to the creative team still about this. But we're gonna hopefully have the partner creator program, seller swag. We'll also maybe have anything having to do with room rewards. We might make that a reality. We'll have creator contests, like solstice, I like Solstice Movie Magic, mystery, stuff like that, like rhythm and rooms type contests, stuff like that. We want to make sure that we get that stuff going as well, because that also makes the creative community really work. And then also the community in general, we're hoping to bring in some nice updates, do awesome community events with y'all. I'm hoping to start doing like events where like we do whatever you call it, go actually into a Rec Room original with maybe like a higher player size.
Yeah.
Of like maybe like 40 people or something like that in a paintball match. I mean, that'd be fun.
That seems pretty cool.
Like,
Would be awesome.
anything
It's
anything like
really
that.
big team battle paintball.
Oh yeah, that sounds fun.
Like,
That would be
any
fun.
big events like that. And if any of you like know what like about RecCon or anything like that, RecCon, like how they have like Q&A events.
Oh
Yeah.
Do like certain things where you learn things about it. You probably do that as well. Something like that to an extent. And I actually got the RecCon schedule of like how it worked from the recroom.com website. So I'm actually gonna be able to look at that and be like, maybe this could work with this, because I want to make sure like, so also maybe gives the same feel for Rec Room. But like while including the stuff that we want to talk about or include.
I would actually I would recommend giving the RecCon thing like a different name.
Yeah.
We're gonna plan on.
I would
we're gonna
call it.
plan on
I
doing
would
that.
call it like Event Horizon or something like that.
That actually sounds good.
If you want to.
Yeah, we'll decide something. What we're gonna do with that.
Come up
But
with
yeah, we're
custom
probably
name.
gonna do that. If you know Rec Rocks, that was an earlier thing. Like like that machine did. Those people, we're not getting those people specifically, but we're gonna actually get people. I know some people that are really good at reenacting professional music people.
No.
Like I mean, from like the Beatles to, like whatever you call it, something Pilots or something. I forget.
21 Pilots?
Pilots.
21 Pilots, yeah. Like, stuff like that. I know people that do stuff like that and would be awesome to do
Oh yeah.
there. Like, just doing, like, music events there. Just for the community. I could see that happening.
Yeah.
And then, like, again, like, from, like, seasonal events to other things, we're going to make sure to do that kind of stuff where we can get those rooms working. But yeah, we're hoping to get a lot of features that we actually had from that version of Rec Room from July 2025, and we hope that we could get those working. Besides Roomy, I'm sorry, but Roomy we can't do because it's so much money.
That would
It's not worth it either.
Vortex would be gone in like 3 days if they had to pay for Roomy.
It's not worth it to have a brown Roomy enter a room and say so for it. It's really not worth it. Okay.
No, that's not
It's not worth it.
not because I'm always here.
Because I know so many people that, like, like you add, like, custom directions for Roomy,
Oh god.
and then you're like, have it say tongue, and that's the only thing you say. And then, like, whenever you talk to it, you're
Got
like,
it.
hey, Roomy, how are you? And then it's like, tongue.
Did you hear that, Benny?
I'll
With, like,
see
a
y'all.
high-pitched voice.
See ya.
What?
See ya.
See ya.
Did you not hear that, Benny?
Oh, see ya.
Did you not hear? I don't-
I heard,
It
like, a
was like-
loud thing. And then,
That
like,
was
it
from him.
screeched.
That was from his mic.
Was that human?
I don't know what that was. I don't want to know.
That's another joke about him, is that they have something that they keep like a monster.
Yeah.
Random one day we were on call and we heard a big car honking noise like it was in his room.
And he didn't even
And
react.
He just didn't.
He
ignored
it was normal.
ignored
He literally asked us what we were talking about.
Bro, a car enters his room. Bro does not realize it, does not care, and then it just moves on with his day.
Oh, there he goes.
Yeah.
I have one more question actually before we end this.
Oh yeah,
Share screen privileges, like the share screen thing. Or what is that going to be like? I
we
was
may
really
make
curious.
it so only certain people will be able to use that.
That's smart. Yeah.
We may release forums on like what Rec Room did in using that. We will either do that or only make it a dev thing. Or a thing. We're gonna do one of those things. We'll either make it a public thing where we have them fill out a form for it,
Yeah.
or we'll just flat out give it to devs only.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's mixed there. And also, like, we're gonna have, like, video players for, like, the dev stuff, so we're able to get custom videos playing in games, so that's gonna be
That's
cool.
cool. That's cool.
Yeah, but honestly, in general, to just recap what I said, We're really good with the community. We wish the best for the community, and we just in general want to have a good revival. That's not competitive. That's not money hungry, not population hungry. Just a community that just cares about the community and just chills out and just exists.
Yeah.
Because we just want to have a good time. That's all we want. So, yeah. And if anybody has like any questions for me or anything like that, under Vortex, feel free to slide me a DM. I respond to people's questions sometimes, depending on how busy I am. I will maybe hopefully respond to your DM and answer y'all's questions. My account name on Discord is BennyAlt0240 at this moment. I'm eventually going to actually change it to Benny Crates with an underscore. So if anybody has any concerns with locating me, just know that. But also, instead of just doing all that, you can just find me in the Vortex Rec server, all the way at the top of the role section.
Yeah.
And you can also find our server at discord.gg/vortexrec. That's our vanity link. It's best not to use.
The description.
Yeah, I'm put
Yeah,
that in the
it's not- yeah.
description.
Thank you. It's not gonna be. It's not worth it to just make server links with a bunch of letters.
Yeah.
It's best to keep it in a vanity link if you can with the boosts. We have like 44 boosts in the server right now, so we're actually doing really good with keeping that
awesome.
vanity. So we should be good. But yeah, anyway, thank y'all so much for having
You're
me.
welcome.
I appreciated being here. It was
Thank
really
you for
fun.
being
We
here.
appreciate it.
This was awesome.
It is really
it was
cool.
great.
First guest.
First
Yeah.
ever guest, yeah. Insane.
And I wish you guys the best of luck for anybody else you get. If you're like interviewing anybody for any other Record Revival, I
We're
wish you guys
trying.
the best.
Yeah,
We're
so,
trying.
Since this is like the only content we can kind of make at the moment, that's why we reached out to other ones, and this might be a good little while until we get our room. And then,
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because I could tell also this is not intending to be your studio.
Oh,
This
God,
is like
no.
something as a temporary thing until
Yeah.
you build the actual
mean,
one. So.
The colors of the chairs or water bottles and this sign is basically the closest you'll get.
Yeah. To what we can actually do.
I mean, it
but-
works. It works.
It works. I mean,
It
it's not the
works.
ugliest thing in the world. So.
Nope. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. All right. Yeah, well, this was fun, and even though he's not here, thank you.
Oh wait, we can't do our
anyway.
ending thing. Well, we can. He's just not gonna. Will we?
Well, it'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Should I
Also,
cosplay
another
as
thing.
him? Should
You
I
know-
cosplay as him right there?
Why not?
I'll
Well,
cosplay.
here.
Like,
Actually, that'd be perfect because you can help us out.
This goofy.
Also,
right
one
here.
last thing I'd like to
I'll,
add. For these, until we get our room, also we're not gonna have any skits. Sadly.
Yeah. No
It's
skits.
just gonna have to be like that. So, anyway.
Yeah, but in general, thank you guys so much for having me.
Oh, you're
and
welcome.
thank you to everyone that's watching. Wish these guys the best. These guys are awesome people. So wish these guys the best. These guys are awesome. All right.
Wish Benny the best too.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Alrighty.
So
Well,
So I'm Benny.
I'm Aureus.
I'm Tyron.
And this
Is the
Rec Cast. Goodbye.
Alright.
Thank you for watching.
Bye bye.